This conference will now be recorded.
Merchant TCL. Okay, Kranti, Neeraja. Hmm. నేను ఇక్కడ వరకు చెప్పాను కదా సేవ్ పాయింట్ అది టుడే ఇట్స్ డాటా కంట్రోల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ డూ వన్ థింగ్ ఇది ఇంకో దాంట్లో పెట్టేది ఏమంటారు టుడే ఇట్స్ ఏ డాటా కంట్రోల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ we complete TCL, right Anusha, Neeraja, Kranti.
Yes, sir.
Recording, sharing and everything. Okay, in TCL we have three commands: commit, rollback and save point. Here in DCL, recording, in DCL we have two commands: grant and revoke. Mostly DBA admins, okay, they are using these two commands, grant and revoke. Okay, only admin can do this. Okay, grant and revoke. What is grant? It is nothing but user to give permission from one user into another user. Revoke is nothing but remove the permission from one user to another user. Okay. What are the syntax for this? Grant, give the privileges on which table you want to give and to whom you want to give. If you want to revoke, same that, but here instead of to we have to use from. Revoke privileges on table name from username. What are the privileges I have? I can give select. It means he can only get the access. He can use only select. Or I can give him insert or update or delete or execute. Okay, Nama? See here. Okay. Spot. Here who is the user? Spot. User. Who is the user, Amma? Scott, right? In this Scott user, we have one table. I think I will delete or I don't know, but no row selected. I think Vishnu we have, right? Hmm. Mm, Varsh. Okay. Okay. Maybe Varsh. Maybe I think we have Varsh. I don't know. Okay. It's a table. Watch is a table, otherwise we have employee table, right? Mhm. Yes, we have actors table, right? We can do like that. On that day, we work on actors table, right? This is the actors table. It is a actors table. Who is the owner of actors table? Scott. Who is the owner of actors table? It is nothing but Scott. Okay. Now I want to connect to HR user. Who is the user? HR. What is the password for HR? Tiger. Okay. Connect to HR Tiger. Now see who is the user. You see. Now HR is the user. Now HR is user. Okay. Now I want to access actors table. Now I want to access actors table. It says table or view does not exist. Table or view does not exist. Why? Because this actors table, it is owned by Scott. It is owned by Scott. What are the tables we have for HR? Is nothing but we have to use select star from tab. In the HR user, we have countries table, departments, employees, employee details, jobs, job history, location, and region. Right? But we do not have actors table. We have only eight tables: countries, departments, employees, jobs, details, views, and everything. But I want to access actors table. I want to access actors table because I need to work on actors table. Okay. So what we have to do? This HR, he should request to the Scott, and Scott will give the permission. And Scott will give the permission. Okay. And Scott will give the permission. Now I am connecting to Scott. Now who is the user? Who is the user? Amma? Scott. Okay. Now tell me who is the user? Scott. Who is the user? Scott. Okay. Scott can access actors table. Why? Because it is owned by Scott. Okay. See, actors table. It is owned by Scott. It is owned by Scott. Now Scott will give some permission to HR. Okay. How means? By using grant command. By using grant command. What is the syntax? Grant privileges. Out of these privileges, you can give any privileges on table name to username. Syntax is important. Okay. Grant privileges. Privileges. I want to give only select. Only select. Select on table name. On table name. On which table? On actors table. To whom? To Neeraja or to Anuj or to Anusha or to Kranti or to Vishnu. I want to give this permission to HR user. There are two users. One is Scott, second one is HR. Okay, na? It says grant succeed. It says grant succeed. Grant privileges on table name to user. Now we will see. So now we have grant permission to select actors table to HR user. Now I'm connecting to HR. How can we connect? First four letters of connect. Next username slash password. Okay, na? Like that. So now it is connected. Now who is the user? HR is the user. Who is the user? HR is the user. Now I want to access. I want to access actors table. I want to access actors table. But directly we cannot access. Directly we cannot access. We should mention username or owner name. Who is the owner here? Scott. Who is the user? Scott. We should mention owner name dot table name. Owner name dot table name. If you don't mention owner name, then see what will happen. It says table or view does not exist because it is not his own table. Okay, it is Scott table. For example, in our bag, in school time, in my bag I have math notebook, I have pen, I have pencil. When I take my pen, everyone say it is Alim's pen, or it is Kranti's pen, or it is Anusha's pen, or it is Neeraja's pen, right? Like that, we have to mention owner name dot table name. Simply we cannot get by table name. If you want to access any other users table, we have to mention owner name dot table name. Okay, you see, now we can get the information. Okay, what we have to do? First we have to take the grant permission, then we have to connect, then we have to mention the owner name dot table name. Here which permission I will get? Only grant. Which permission I get? Only select. Only select. If I want to update, for example, insert into Scott dot actors. Okay, name, right? Values. Okay. Tell me any kotta name. Vijay. Vijay Devarakonda. Okay. Vijay Devarakonda. What does it say? Insufficient privileges. Insufficient privileges. Why? Because I don't have insert permission. I don't have insert permission. Permission is nothing but privileges. I have only select privileges. That's why I can select. Okay. That is about grant. That is about grant. Okay, na? Now see, I am connecting with Scott again. What is the password? Live text. Okay. Now see who is the user. Scott is the user. Who is the user? Scott is the user. Okay. Now I want to take back those privileges by using revoke command. Revoke privileges on table name. Just अरे उन रेशमा उन फोन उठाए from instead of to use from. To means giving, from means taking. Okay, only two difference, to and from means taking, to means giving. Okay na? Revoke privileges on table name, like that. Revoke privileges, select all actors from HR, from HR. Okay. Okay na? So revoke, which is nothing but cancel the permission. Cancel the permission. Now I'm connecting to HR. What is the password? Tiger. Now see who is the user. HR is the user. Okay na? Now see, same again. Oh, thank you. Now you see, it says tabular view does not exist. Okay, that is about grant and revoke. We can give any permission: select, insert, update, delete, and execute. What happened is, when you connecting to the database to a company, the DBA, database admin, for example, he will create user for Kranti, like Kranti, name is Kranti, username is Kranti, Neeraja, Anusha, Vishnu, like that. Then he will give the permission to his database. Okay, Nama? Any doubt? DCL. But mostly, I can tell you 95% tablet developers never use this. మీరు యూజ్ చేయరమ్మా, కాకపోతే ఏంటంటే తెలుసుకుంటే బెటర్, మీకు నాలెడ్జ్ ఉంటే బెటర్. ఓకే, now it is nothing but to change the password. How to change the password? Alter username identified by new password. If you want to change your password, okay, first, now you see what is the password, live tech kada. Now I want to change the password. How can we change? Alter username identified by new password, like alter username Scott identified by tiger అన్నాం అనుకోండి, ఐడెంటిఫైడ్ బై టైగర్. ఇక్కడ ఏమొచ్చిందమ్మా, యూజర్ ఆల్టర్డ్. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, కనెక్ట్ స్కాట్ లైవ్ టెక్ అమ్మాను అనుకోండి, ఏమొస్తుంది, ఇన్వాలిడ్ యూజర్ నేమ్, ఇన్వాలిడ్ యూజర్ నేమ్. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు ఏమొచ్చిందమ్మా, కనెక్టెడ్. ఇప్పుడు ఏమొచ్చింది, కనెక్టెడ్. Before, when I'm giving, it is a password and it is a username. When I'm giving password live tech, it says connected. After that, I change the password to tiger, and again when I'm connecting with live tech password, it says invalid username. Okay, so then I connected with the tiger password, so it says connected. Okay, so this is how can we change the password. You can change your password anytime, n number of times. Alter username identified by new password. Why? Because for every 100 days, your organization or your client, he will say change the password for every 100 days or 3 months. Okay, Nama? Your client as well as your company, both your organization, ఇది కంపల్సరీ ఉంటుందమ్మా. ఎవ్రీ 3 months కో లేకుంటే 100 days కో మనం పాస్వర్డ్ చేంజ్ చేయాలి. because of security. Okay na? Now to create new user, who can create new user? Only DBA. Only DBA can create new user. Only DBA can create new user. Syntax entama: create user, username identified by password. First we have to log in as a admin. చూడండి, create user, username Kranti identified by 123. Now I'm connecting with Scott. Scott is not a admin, he is a user. A user cannot create a user, only admin can create the user. Right? User created. Okay. Okay. After creating the user, actually admin చేయాలి ఏంటంటే స్టాలింగ్ ముస్తఫా వాలేకుమ్ అస్సలాం. Okay, sorry, I had a call. Okay, only by creating a user is not enough. After creating new user, DBA should give below privileges to connect to a database. For example, you got a job in some company, Bank of America is your client. Okay, then that DB admin create a user with your name like Kranti, Neeraja, Anusha. It is not enough. They have to give some privileges to connect the database. What is the privileges? They should grant connect privileges. Means connect to the database and use some resources. It should connect to the database and we should use the resource to that particular user. Okay na? Grant connect resource to Imran. Okay, ఇక్కడ ఏంటమ్మా మనకి ఇది క్రాంతి. Grant connect resource to Imran. ఇక్కడ ఏంటమ్మా మనకి క్రాంతి. It says not connected ఎందుకంటే who create this? Scott. Mustafa तो 7:30 లో కావాలి. Who create this? Scott create this. Okay, so we only admin can do this. So first we have to log in as a admin, sys as sys DBA. What is the password? Sys DBA. Okay. Okay, it says connected. Now who is the user? System, nothing but admin is the user. Now create user క్రాంతి కాకుండా ఏదైనా వేరే పేరుతో మీరు. Okay, what is identified by 123? It says user created. User created. Okay, if you connect Neeru, it says user Neeru lacks create session privileges. ఏంటమ్మా create session privileges. That's why we should use amma ఓకేనా? Wait. ఆల్రెడీ ఉంది. ఓకే, గ్రాంట్ కనెక్ట్ రిసోర్స్, grant connect resource. Okay. Grant succeed. What is the syntax? Grant connect resource to Nero. Now we can connect to Nero. What is the password? Tiger కదా? కాదు 1 2 3. పాస్వర్డ్ ఏమి ఇచ్చామమ్మా? So now it is connected to Nero. So who is the user? Nero is the user. Now I want to see how many tables are there in Nero's schema. It is called user or schema. Okay. Sorry. No rows selected. Adhanama. Again I will explain. Connect. Okay. How can we create? Create username. ఇంకో యూజర్ నేమ్ పేరు చెప్పండి. అనుషనా? క్రాంతిది అయిపోయింది. అనుష. ఓకే. ఐడెంటిఫైడ్ బై ఏదైనా చెప్పమ్మా పాస్వర్డ్. అనుష టైగర్ పెట్టాలా? లైగర్ పెట్టాలా? లైగర్ ఫ్లాప్ అయింది, వద్దు. నేను
టైగరే
అనుష
పెట్టండి సార్. టైగరే ఇవ్వండి.
ఓకే. అచ్చా. ఏంటంటే లైగర్ సినిమా ఫ్లాప్ అయిందంట. యూజర్ క్రియేటెడ్ కదమ్మా, ఓన్లీ కనెక్ట్ అయితే అవ్వదు. వీ హ్యావ్ టు గివ్ ద గ్రాంట్ ఆల్సో. ఇప్పుడు కనెక్ట్ చేశాను అనుకోండి, అనుష టైగర్, ఏమవుతుంది, అనుష ల్యాక్స్ క్రియేట్ సెషన్ ప్రివిలేజెస్ కదా. సో హియర్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు గివ్ గ్రాంట్ connect resource to Anusha. First we connect okay. Hmm. ఇక్కడ ఏమొచ్చిందమ్మా, గ్రాంట్ succeed. Now you can connect. You see, now you connected. Okay na. So this is about how to connect it. Okay. Hello, hello. Okay, Nama. So that is about how to create a user. Okay. First create a user, but only admin can create. Okay. Create user, username identified by password. So it simply create the user, but we should give the some privileges, create privileges. Okay. How can we give the create privileges? By using grant connect resource to Anusha. Okay. So that is the thing. So it will grant, then only we can connect to the database, then only we can connect to the database. Got it? Okay. Connect, it will connect to the database, and it will get the resource అంటే nothing but tables, views, procedures anta. Okay na. So this is about DCL command to access another user, nothing but username dot table name. Okay na. Select star from employee. Okay. Any doubt, Amma, till now?
No, sir.
Okay. So next వచ్చేసి DRA. Next వచ్చేసి DRL. Nothing but data retrieval, or we can call it the data query. DRL or DQL. We can call it the DQL or DRL. Okay. How can we retrieve the data? There is only one command, select command. There is only one command, select command. Okay. By using select command only we can retrieve the data. Okay, Nama. How can we retrieve? We can retrieve one column. We can retrieve one column, or we can retrieve number of columns, more than one column, or we can retrieve all the columns. Okay, na? For example, select employee name from EMP. It says tabular view does not exist. Why? Because who is the user? Anusha. So connect to Scott. What is the password? Tiger. Now you see, we can get the access only one column or more than one column, like employee name, comma job, comma sal. You see, it will retrieve employee name, job, and sal. Okay, employee name, job, and salary. Okay, na? If you want to retrieve all the columns, then nothing but use star. When you are using star, it will retrieve all the columns, all the 8 columns of EMP table: employee number, employee name, job, manager, height, date, salary, commission, and department number. Okay, so this is about today's session, but because we need to know the remaining sessions, means it has a new topics. Okay, remaining I will explain tomorrow how to make a copy and everything. Tomorrow I will explain. Okay, any doubts, beta?
No, sir.
Okay, ఓకే, ఇది ఒకటి చెప్పేస్తానండి. హౌ టు మేక్ ఏ కాపీ ఆఫ్ ఏ టేబుల్. ఒక టేబుల్ కాపీ ఎలా చేస్తారు? క్రియేట్ టేబుల్. ఇట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ సేవ్ యాజ్. మనకు సేవ్ యాజ్ ఉంటుంది కదా ఆప్షన్. నేను దీనికి సేవ్ యాజ్ చేశాను అనుకోండి, ఇంకో డూప్లికేట్ వస్తుంది కదా, సేమ్ లైక్ దట్. ఓకేనా? Create table name as select star from original table name. For example, select create table name. Okay, table name వచ్చేసి maybe table ఉందని Kranti underscore EMP table as select star from EMP table. It says table created. It means I'm creating one duplicate table, Kranti underscore EMP, based on EMP table. It is a original table and it is a duplicate table. Now you can see, you can get all the information. Here it is, the table name is Kranti underscore EMP. Okay, this Kranti underscore EMP, the duplicate table based on EMP table. Okay, na? When you create a duplicate, it will copy all the things, okay, but you want only table structure. If you want only table structure but you don't want to add data, అంటే table structure same ఉండాలి, అంటే same column names everything, but it should not have the rows records, okay. At that time the syntax is create table name as select star from, just we have to add false condition, just we have to add false condition. When you add false condition, it will create duplicate table, copy of the table, but it does not copy the records. It does not copy the records. For example, create table name Anusha underscore emp as select star from emp, where it should be false condition. I'm creating Anusha underscore emp table based on emp table with a false condition. It means it will have the all the column names, employee number, employee name, everything ఉంటుంది, but it should not have the records. ఏముంటాయమ్మా రికార్డ్స్ ఉండవు. It says table created. చూడండి, చూడండి ఇక్కడ ఏమొచ్చింది, నో రోస్ సెలెక్టెడ్. ఏమొచ్చిందమ్మా, నో రోస్ సెలెక్టెడ్ కదా, ఓకే. But it have the structure. How can you see the structure? By using describe, first four letters of describe, DESC. Anusha underscore emp. It says employee number, employee name, job, manager, height, date, salary, commission, department number. Okay na? Adi. Anusha underscore emp. It does not copy the records rows, but it has the structure of the table. Why? Because for example Infosys ఉంది, 1981 లో స్టార్ట్ అయింది అది. అప్పుడు they have some table, employees table, emp table. In that they insert all the employees information. Now after 40 years it is full, like there are 1 lakh rows are there, 1 lakh employees information ఉంది, and new employees వస్తూనే ఉన్నారు, and they don't want to store the new employees information in the old emp table, so they create one new table, okay, but it should not have any data, it should be empty, okay. So by using this syntax, ila where 1 is equal to any false condition, where 3 is equal to 4, where 7 is equal to 1, ala false condition iste it will create table, structure of the table, everything, but it does not copy the records, okay. చాలా జరుగుతాయి, అలాగే జరుగుతాయి. ఏంటంటే 30 years 40 years తర్వాత they don't want to insert the new information, new customers information in the old one. So instead of that they create a duplicate table with no data, ఓకేనా. అది ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయమ్మా?
No, sir, it's clear.
ఓకే, వెరీ గుడ్ వెరీ గుడ్. సో ఇది ఇంటర్వ్యూలో అడుగుతాడు ఇది మీరు, వితౌట్ డేటా హౌ కెన్ యూ క్రియేట్ ఏ కాపీ బై యూజింగ్ ఫాల్స్ కండిషన్, ఓకేనా. అది ఓకే. ఇంతకుముందు పెట్టింది ఎక్కడ పోయింది? ఉంది. ఓకేనా? దిస్ ఈస్ ద టుడేస్ సెషన్, ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ది సెషన్. నేను మీకు పంపిస్తాను ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇదంతా. ఓకేనా?